But on the issue of Israel and Gaza, he was one of those who was pretty reluctant to criticize Hamas and accept the reports of what Hamas had done, the atrocities of October 7th. I think that was a bridge too far for a lot of, I think it's possible to hold two thoughts. I hold them. I was absolutely devastated by what happened on October 7th, and I weep for the children of Gaza. I think it's possible to do those two things. He wasn't doing those two things.
But do you think that the race was being made to be about AIPAC money?
Yes.
That the impact of money in politics. Bernie Sanders and AOC basically said big money is buying this race. I mean, is that a fair criticism?
Look, I think there's no doubt that big money played a role, that AIPAC's money played a role, but they also had something to work with. As you saw, that ad was not about Israel. That ad was about Jaamal Bowman, and he did not fit that district. So, yes, on the one hand, and you see it in other districts. You see in the Cori Bush race in Missouri, you see some of this. But at the end of the day, if someone has a solid base and is in tune with their district, all the money in the world is hard to beat an incumbent. He was a sitting duck in some ways, not because of this issue, but because of many issues.
Yeah, one of which was, Hakeem Jeffries has talked about this sort of thorn in his side of the far left extremes. Hakeem Jeffries wants to take back the House. He wants candidates more like Tom Suozzi in New York, and less like Jaamal Bowman running around kind of embarrassing the party. So there were those internal party factors as well.
I think to that point, obviously George is going to be joining us. Look, I don't agree with his politics, but I think Jaamal Bowman never saw a two-term city and county executive coming at him from the right, somebody who quite literally has never lost an election. So you see somebody who has gone from Rye, gone to the state senate, gone to become county executive, is a known quantity in Westchester in particular in that district. I think that he spent so much time hanging out with AOC, he believed that district reflected his own, and I think to Harry's point, he found out the hard way it did not.
All right, everyone stand